Today we're in Key West, Florida.
I don't know what that thing is.
So here we are on Whitehead Street in the historic area of Key West, coming up on the History Museum there on the left, that big red brick building. We ended up spending a little bit of time in there on the last day of Key West at the end of the week. Pretty cool. And there's Galleon Square. Right next to it is the Mel Fisher Museum back there. So we're headed to Sloppy Joe's Bar over on Duval Street. And this was Labor Day week 2020. And Key West had gone through quite a bit of turmoil earlier this year because of all the COVID, pandemic and everything. And at one point in the summer, they had Key West literally blocked off to where if you were coming down from like Miami or something on US 1, there were actual roadblocks that would stop you from getting into Key West. I think at the beginning of June is when or sometime in June is when they took those out and they let, tourists start come back into Key West. But then the city of Key West passed an ordinance that basically said if you were outside of your house or outside of your residence or whatever, you had to wear a mask no matter what. Like even if you were actually walking around outdoors like this and there's nobody else around you, you still had to wear a mask. You had to wear a mask. You have to wear a mask if you're driving. Not in your car, but like if you're outdoors, even if you're driving like a scooter, a golf cart, whatever. Just a very, very restrictive local ordinance. At some point, hopefully they will back off of that and start to kind of cut it back to what it should be, which is just wear the mask, if you can't maintain social distancing, and especially if you're outdoors. I mean, that seems to be kind of the conventional wisdom, but Sloppy Joe's at this point in time was still closed. I think there was something towards the end of September that they were waiting on to see whether or not they were going to be able to reopen, so we didn't actually get a chance to go in there. But you'll see here in a minute that the cool thing is they had sort of an area set up out in the front on the sidewalk where you could walk up and get something to drink and, take it with you. So that was pretty cool. But, walking around the heart of Key West, right there on the other side of the street in the red awning there, it's a Mexican restaurant that we ended up going to later in the week. It was excellent. We saw a lot of stuff in Key West, spent a lot of time there throughout the week, just constantly on the go, checking things out, going to different tours, doing lots of things on the water. We really made the most of the week in Key West, and we recorded footage from everything.
Sandal Factory Outlet, is that it?
So later in the week, we rented a golf cart, like a regular golf cart, like you would see on a golf course. But one of these little electric scooters right here, I wanted to rent one of these things so badly. I almost did it. I'm sure they're probably a little bit more money than just renting a golf cart, because renting a golf cart for like a full day, a full 24 hours, was about $110 if you throw on like the insurance coverage for damages, things like that. But I'm sure those electric scooters are more, but I know it would be so much fun. Thank you very much for watching that video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you gave it a like, that's very much appreciated as it helps the channel. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to change that bell icon so you're notified when new videos are posted.